Alright, so tonight we're going to talk about why boosted posts work just fine if you add plenty of salt. No, I haven't gone mad. Yes, you do need the salt. If you ever followed or watched a band Powderfinger, they're exceptional at this, at salting. They would sell at one concert, add another one, add another one. I'll explain to you how wide that works and how you use that in a second. But just before I forget, I have an event coming up for you. It's called the How You Use Social Media, just like I'm doing now, to become the best known local brand. It's not a how to do social media event, it's how you get it done. I'll show you systems like Scrum that I use, which Scrum you use to do twice the work in half the time. I'll show you how to use that, and a number of other systems. Anyway, what we're talking about tonight is boosted posts. It keeps coming back. People say boosted posts don't work. And I was actually at an event where a woman, someone stood up and said, oh, waste of time using a boosted post, you might as well throw money over the bar. Now, number one, money thrown over the bar is never ever wasted as far as I'm concerned, not unless you drop your drinks and spill them. But it's the reason that they're saying that the money is wasted is because they don't understand these stats. And these stats come from Frank Kern, who is a genius at this stuff. And he said, on average, you need 22 days. It takes someone 22 days from, say, if this is the first time you're watching this video, it's about 22 days before you're even going to think about coming and buying something from me. And in that time, I need to make 32 touch points with you. So what they're actually doing with the boosted post is they put up and boost it once, put a post up, and it's generally a buy straight up. So it's not even trying to make a connection or build a relationship or build any authority first. It's just, I've got this thing to sell, go over here and buy it. And they boost it and nothing happens. And then they say that the boosted post doesn't work. Well, there's nothing wrong with the boosted post. Yes, the ad platform, if you're an expert in ad platforms, gives you a lot more better. The way I explain it is, think about driving a car, then boosted posts are like an automatic car that you just put in gear and away you go. And the ad platform's like a manual. So unless you've got an exceptional level of expertise, and it is required, and you need to understand the back end of where you need to send the traffic to, how you convert that traffic, how you retarget that traffic to be able to get that, all you need to get started is boosted posts. So as I say, they don't understand that you need to not just run, hey, go and buy my thing, boosted posts. You need a series of boosted posts. So at that event that I told you about before that I've got running at the moment, the only boosted post that I've got to start with is one that's telling them about 3 different levels of 3 different ways that you use social media, which is $10 an hour, $100 an hour, and $1,000 an hour. And that's all about what, as I spoke about with Powderfinger before, that's what's called salting. So you're actually giving them some information, giving them thirsty for what you want, and you move them through the process. That's what I'm saying with your boosted posts. You need to add some salt to it, not just come straight out and go, hey, go and buy this thing. You got to give them a little bit of information at a time and move them through the process, start building a relationship with them, get them a little bit closer to buying, a little bit closer to buying, a little bit closer to buying. So you need a series of boosted posts for them to be able to work. You can't just throw them up. Years ago, you could just throw them up, and if people had an excuse to go and buy, I had a client that we used to run stuff for Father's Day, and we just throw it up a week out and away to go. She'd spend $20 on a boosted post and make $1,000 worth of sales. No dramas at all. You can't do that anymore. I actually sold a business for someone. We only boosted it with about $25, ended up selling that business. It was a substantial price. But it doesn't work that way anymore. So when people say to you, boosted posts don't work, it's not the boosted posts that don't work, is that they don't understand the sales process. How many touch points that you need to have with people to move them from knowing nothing about you to finding out about you, building some authority and letting them know that you know what you talk about, and then building a relationship with them to the point where they're willing to come and buy off you. Right, so that's it. Don't let anyone tell you that boosted posts don't work. They work just fine. If you want to see how I use those boosted posts, head across and have a look at that event called How to Use Social Media to Become the Best Known Local Brand. Check that event out. Have a look at the video. I'll post a link to the video just below this video, which will show you the one that I've got boosted at the moment, how I'm using it. And all I'm trying to do with that video is literally build an audience, salt them, make them thirsty for more information they're going to give to them down the track before I ask them to buy a ticket. Right, that's it. Remember what the world's greatest showman, P.T. Barnum, said, without promotion, something terrible happens. nothing. Speak soon.